So once again, welcome back to the channel. On this episode of A Closer Walk, I've switched parks up on you. I'm in Panther Creek State Park in Morristown, Tennessee. A place where me and my family have came and tent camped a handful of times. Here's the biggest grapevine I've ever seen. So as we're out walking and exploring Panther Creek State Park, I want to do a devotional on Psalms 42. I think Psalm 42 will always be known for the first verse in it. As the hart panteth after the water brook, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. It is a wonderful verse, very popular and very motivational, and when you read over it, you can't help but to take a moment and reflect. It's just one of those verses. But the gist of Psalms 42 that I come away with is in the last verse when he writes, "For I shall yet praise him." And to learn what makes that extraordinary, you have to read the entire chapter. He writes, "My tears are like meat, day and night." Could you imagine being so oppressed and weeping so sorely and constantly that you would consider your tears to be your nourishment? He goes on to write, "My soul is cast down within me." Now, not just his fleshly emotions and his body hurting, but he feels like he has no spirit left within himself. "Unto thy waves and thy billows have gone over me." He feels like he is completely drowning in sorrow and affliction. He goes on and writes, "I mourn because of the oppression of my enemy. My enemy's reproach as a sword in my bones." He compares his pain and affliction to that of being stabbed through with a sword. Talk about going through it. And yet he finishes with, "I shall yet praise him." Say what you want about this guy, but he's not a quitter. In the thick of misery, Satan is there with the exit doors wide open and the alarms blaring, saying, "Hey, I think it's time for you to get out and leave this God of yours." And his reply was, "For I shall yet praise him." Talk about an inspiration. Kind of makes me feel about this big when I think of the way I've handled some situations. So I guess the question is, for myself and for everyone watching, are we that determined? No matter what, regardless, in every situation, to be able to say, "For I shall yet praise him"?